You spend hours, months, or even years looking for roles in UX research. But is this career truly what you think it is? Now let me tell you 5 brutal facts that I wish I knew before I started my career in UX research. Hello my friends, if this is your first time watching my video, my name is Qian. If you know me, I didn't come from HCI psychology or PhD background. I transitioned my career from marketing to UX research, and now I work as the founding UXR at Delta Dental of Washington. Today, I will share with you 5 brutal facts that I wish I knew before I started my career in UX research. If you are considering a pivot or you're applying for roles, this video will help you better understand the realities of being a UX researcher. So be sure to watch till the end. If you wanted to become a UX researcher, you need to be mentally prepared that not everybody knows what UX research is. Let me tell you my story. After onboarding to my current role, I was so excited to start my first research project, but the question I got from the PM was, hey, we have these 30 features. Can you run a research on them? I was caught off guard. This was not what I imagined. The team has already come up with a lot of solutions and asked me to do research on them. What I had to do at the time was understanding the context of those 30 features and then one by one discuss what problem it solves with the product manager. From there, I was able to pinpoint what research question we actually need to answer. So it is our role as UXR to guide the team to find the right research question and not be an order taker to do whatever we're asked to do. This process requires loads of patience, and sometimes it can be frustrating, but I think of building research culture like running a marathon. It is a long game and not a sprint. So besides conducting research, you also need to be prepared to be a marketer of your research work to help your team understand the research process and how they can collaborate with you, like inviting them to any research sessions. Allocate time sharing success stories about how research helped the team make decisions, mitigate risk, or even impact the metrics. Once the team understand, oh, this is what research is, how it can benefit us, it will make your job so much easier and is incredibly rewarding. Let's be real. Many of us join UX to become the hero for users, right? I am. I transitioned to UX research because I wanted to be the voice of users to speak to their pain points and needs. For the longest time, I thought users are all I cared about. But here is the truth. UX research is evolving. I'm sure you've seen the news about layoffs and the rumor that the UX research role is the first to be laid. It's not that we aren't influential. Often it's because we're too disconnected from the business. It took me a year to realize we are not solely the voice of users. Our superpower lies in finding what works the best for the user in the context of business. It's not either or. It's about finding a balance between both. So when we do research, we need to make a lot of decisions, like deciding what research projects to work on or how to make a research recommendation. And I've realized I need to better understand the business side of things in order to be more confident when making these decisions. So as researchers, we need to spend time understanding the business priority, how the product makes money, engineering complexity. Having this knowledge will make us more confident and influential within the organization. When I was doing marketing, my calendar was packed with meetings. I thought being a researcher would look different, but the reality is we spend a lot of time on communication, including users, of course, but also product managers, designers, engineers, business leadership, marketing, sales, or even compliance. Sometimes you need to negotiate, push back, articulate your thoughts on the fly. Different from doing academic research, in industry, the real challenge is how you present your research findings so that it gets acted upon. Conducting research is like finding a treasure island, and presenting research insights is like building a bridge to the island. So we need to make sure the path is clear and leads the team straight to the goal. How to improve storytelling in UX? this deserves another video. If you're interested in this topic, be sure to comment below. This is a research process I learned when I was preparing for my career transition. We start with identifying the problem, conducting research, then go to analysis and insights report. That's it. The process is smooth, straightforward, and clear. But in reality, things can change anytime. For instance, midway through your research project, you are being told that the team decides to build on something else. The research project is no longer needed. This goes back to my previous point that being a researcher, we can't just look down on the research project. We also need to look around to understand what everyone else is working on so that we know the time and effort we input into a research is worth it. Not all research projects are created equal. Sometimes we're asked to do research just to validate a pre-made decision. Everyone wanted data so they wouldn't have to make decisions themselves. So if something failed, they blame the data. We need to pick wisely of what research projects we should work on. I know saying no is uncomfortable. I've been there myself. I consider myself a people pleaser for a long time until a career coach said to me that if you say yes to one thing, you are also saying no to something else. Say yes to a research project that's not worth our time, we're actually saying no to our research sanity, our craft, our credibility, and our mental health. So these are the 5 things that I wish I knew before I become a UXR. Being a researcher is not just about conducting research. It requires a lot of strategic thinking, communication, empathy, curiosity, and leadership. It sounds challenging and daunting, but it's such a rewarding career and an incredible way to grow as a person. What are some other questions you have about UX research career? Please comment below. Let me know what you think of today's video, your thoughts, learnings, and questions. And be sure to subscribe my channel for more future content related to UX research career and job hunting. See you next time. Bye!